In 1980, against all odds, Ted Bundy swept the election, captivating the nation with his disarming charm, sharp intellect, and promises of sweeping reform. The media painted him as a brilliant, reformed man, seemingly having turned his life around. His past crimes were whispered, almost dismissed as unfortunate misunderstandings of a troubled youth. People deserve second chances, he'd often say, and the public, starved for a fresh face, believed him. The inauguration was a spectacle. Bundy stood at the podium, flashing his confident smile, his eyes glinting with a strange mixture of warmth and calculation. His speech was a masterpiece, full of hope, unity, and change. America, he declared, deserves a leader who understands the complexity of human nature and the need for justice. But as the months wore on, the facade began to crack. Bundy's policies started shifting the balance of power subtly but effectively toward a more authoritarian rule. Surveillance laws tightened under the guise of national security. Citizens were monitored, scrutinized, and categorized. Those who spoke out against his administration began to disappear quietly, their families left in confusion and fear. In public, Bundy maintained his charismatic image. Press conferences were handled with the ease of a seasoned performer, but behind closed doors, he was calculating and manipulative, consolidating power by planting loyalists in every corner of the government. His true intentions, shrouded in a veil of patriotism, became clearer to those in his inner circle. It was not about justice or reform, it was about control. Investigations into his cabinet revealed a chilling pattern. Anyone who seemed too independent or morally opposed to his methods mysteriously resigned or met an untimely end. The public grew increasingly suspicious, but Bundy's charm disarmed most critiques. Conspiracy theories, he'd say with a laugh, are the enemy of progress. Secret rooms in the White House were rumored to exist, where Bundy indulged in darker pleasures away from prying eyes. His old habits, once thought buried, resurfaced in the corridors of power. He manipulated and exploited the system with a sociopathic precision, silencing dissent while maintaining an image of a benevolent leader. Those who once idolized him found themselves trapped in a nightmarish reality where every kind face hid a potential monster. Over time, Bundy transformed the government into an extension of his twisted desires. Public trials and purges of traitors became regular, instilling fear into the hearts of citizens. The world watched in horror, realizing too late that they had been charmed by a man with no conscience. The president, now more powerful than ever, looked out over his dominion with a chilling smile. He had deceived an entire nation, not through force, but through his most dangerous weapon, charm. And so, America, once the land of the free, had fallen under the sway of its most infamous predator. His reign was not marked by loud tyranny, but by the quiet, unsettling realization that the people had willingly handed their lives to a man who saw them as nothing more than pawns in his grand game. In the end, the most frightening part wasn't what Bundy did, but how easily he had convinced everyone to let him do it.